I'm gonna wait until a few people jump in to start talking because I kind of want to get the message to you guys while here. Well, for those of you, thank you for joining. My name is Flo. If you're new to this channel, please like, share, subscribe to my channel. You could become a member and join if you'd like as well. If you like the content, stick around. I suggest that people go watch readings from 6 months ago because they could resonate right now today. All right. So we have a massive upgrade going on. Massive. This shift is huge. I mean, I know this because right before a major upgrade, I start to feel like a little depressed almost. Or down, or how can you say it? Not depressed, but down. I don't know what that is, but my face is looking fucked up because that's what happens when I upgrade. I break out a bit. Like, it's a cycle. There is a massive. Let me take the Wi-Fi off. There is a massive upgrade happening right now. So I wanted to get on here and talk to you guys a little bit about what we're feeling here, what we're experiencing, because it's been a hell of a ride, especially the past year, right? It's been a lot of ups and downs for a lot of people. I'm tasting like sauerkraut here, like something very sour. It could be like what you're feeling, sour, you know. Bear with me, the message is coming. I'm just listening. Oh, see that? It turned blue out here. That's crazy. Look at that. It's blue. Isn't that crazy? How did that just happen and just turn blue like that? I'm like the color of the sky. You saw that shit? That's crazy, right? Shape-shifting. There's a massive upgrade happening for everybody here. So if you're feeling drained, I know today, wow, massive drainage I felt. And then I had dreams that were showing me the truth about some people that have been mistaking one thing for the other, and some clarity came to me, which it's clear, but it's not fully clear. And so Spirit wants you to know that you're having these massive upgrades and these downloads, massive. And I see somebody like with their headphones on all day and just like not wanting to deal with it. It's a tough transition for some of you are really feeling. I'm hearing very down, I'm hearing sarcastic. It feels like very draining is what I'm hearing. Especially these past 3 days. I'll say the past 2 days. If you're really feeling the down, tired energy, that's because right now, if you're anywhere, you've been on this journey with us, you've been following along on this journey, we've been on this journey together for a few years now, together, for a few years on our own. Spirit wants you to know this has been the hardest thing for you to do, these cycles, but you're also coming into, there's a lot of changes. I don't know, I'm hearing somebody's sick in the family. Somebody could be, there could be a transition as in where I'm hearing to enjoy where you live right now because something is changing. It's a big change, huge change. I feel that for some of you. Fruit, water, prayer, and reset. Yeah. And I've been, telling myself not to eat, but then sometimes I'll get hungry and I just quickly stuff my face. But I haven't been eating a lot. It's just when I eat, I gotta, take a few bites and walk away because sometimes I get into the food that I'm eating and I really go in, And I'm eating the rainbow icy here, which I love these. The weather has been very off. The what you call it, the air quality, the breathing. I don't know about you, but for me it's been difficult. to breathe almost for the past 2 days, and I feel like it's very musty, moist air that's very, it's tough on the lungs. But what I'm feeling from spirit is why I wanted to come on here was to let you guys know the feelings that you're feeling recently, especially if you're just for the past, like I said, 2 days, especially if you've been really like, oh man, like I'm drained. Like today, I went outside, and I gotta tell you, I feel like that when it's hot like this, but like today it was like, wow, I felt like really like, I just was dragging my feet and trying not to like lay in bed all day because I was getting really tired and really like not motivated at all. I have no motivation at this moment, but I'm still daydreaming and telling myself good things are coming, even though I was a little bit upset about something that I didn't receive, but I still have faith that it's coming to me in a much bigger and better way. And Spirit's like trying to surprise me, so they're not telling you what's going on. But you do have, yeah, you do have a, YouTube must have not notified peeps. Well, the thing is, if you're not, if you don't have your notification on your settings in your actual phone, you have to go to settings, notifications, YouTube, and then the banner will come up. And some people don't like that because then it shows everything that's coming up. But if you don't have a lot of people you subscribe to, only the people that you subscribe to, their thing will come up. I see that people that are like, let me just say, people that are pretending to be like these nice people, it's like sometimes, you know, when you see a person and they're like a little bitchy, right? And you feel like you're bitchy, you feel like they're bitchy. Sometimes what you need to realize, those people are actually the most genuinely nice people in the world. The reason why they just have a bitchy face is because they're tired of the bullshit, right? Then you got people who like say love and light, but they're like deep down inside, they're evil. You know what I'm saying? They got some kind of like evil in them that's like, it can't be. You could just see through it. It's like, this bitch is evil. Like there's something about, she's evil. Like, you know, like somebody who calls everybody else out for things but doesn't say what they're doing or who they are. And I don't know who that's for. That's coming up. I see a bat right here. He's flying up right there. If you see the bat. The bat's flying, so that could be a spiritual message for some of you. And I want to give this message. I don't want to stay on too long, guys, because like I said, I'm not feeling like up to myself right now. I feel very drained and tired, and I feel like I just need to lay down. I don't know, I don't want to just lay down, but that's how I feel. Like I feel like I just want to lay down. I strongly suggest right now that you don't let these feelings stop you from, I don't want you to think that this is like, hold on, I don't want you to think that this is like over or whatever it is, right? Okay, hold on, let me go outside. So I want to say this is how I'm feeling. Spirit wants to let you guys know that this is not over. Whatever you thought was over, it's not over. So some of you could be like, man, I really was hoping that was going to happen and it didn't happen. And it's like, no, it's not over. A Spirit has more for you. There's more in store. Keep that faith, that, you know, that minimal faith that you may have, even a little bit. Don't release that. Don't let it go. Because like me, for instance, I think Spirit wants me to share this, is that sometimes when I want something, I want to manifest it, I'll be like, it's really actually a half a moon right now. It's like actually half a moon. Like legit, just half a moon, you see? So it's like you'll think like, that's it, it's over. This is not gonna happen. Fuck this. Like, and you get upset, and I get it. I understand why you got upset about it, but that's okay. There's something else in store for you, and I'm seeing the color yellow here, a big, like bright yellow, like my headphones yellow. Look at, and I never seen this car before. This is the first time I've ever seen it. Look at that car. It's exactly the same color as my headphones. And I was saying, like, I see that color, like something, you know, I associate the color yellow with my spirit guides, pretty much so. Like, I often will be out and going to do something. I remember I was going to the city and my spirit was trying to tell me, don't go over there because people will be drinking and doing this and doing that. And as I was driving, I shit you not, a yellow balloon flew right in front of my car. I'm seeing 133 right there. There's something that I'm feeling for the collective, especially a very, very powerful download. I mean, I'm hearing spiritual awakening to the max. Like we're awakening to the fucking last core of. Not see this right now. I'm hearing. You might not see this right now, but you are. Some of you are like, no, I see it, bitch. I see it. I feel it. I can feel that. I see a bunny rabbit right there, and I see a lot of. I see a cute little bunny rabbit right there. See? It's a bunny rabbit. It's a little bunny rabbit. Oh, he's frozen. He's like, maybe she won't see me if I stay really, really still. I'm gonna tell her where the reptilians are hiding. Okay, thank you, bunny rabbit, with your little white tail looking all cute. So I feel like strongly for some of you that I'm seeing the number 335 here. And I feel strongly like some of you guys are not, you don't even know what's coming. And I'm hearing the spirit says, like, I'm hearing warning, things are shifting, warning, shift. Okay, when I see like, when I'm seeing now is like, and I see 333 right in front of me. And then what I see is like, you have a warning that life's about to change for you. And when they say warning, I feel like, why are you saying warning? Why are you scaring me like that? And they're like, no. What we're trying to tell you is enjoy this time you have to relax, sweetie, because what's coming to you now is not, you're just going to say you're going to be busy. Let me just say that you're going to be, I'm hearing very mobile, very mobile. I see you back and forth, going here, going there. I'm hearing slow and steady wins the race. Haste makes waste. I feel like we don't even realize this though. It's including me, you guys. I'm like, yo, listen, man. Spirit wants to bring this up because I'm like, yo, man, is anybody else as bored as I am? I mean, like, and love and light, but like, boredom for me is like one of the top unmotivating, uncreative. Like, I can't even imagine being creative and having fun because when I'm bored like that, I just get really in this place where I'm just like, oh my God, like I feel like I've been in spiritual jail for like the past year. Ooh, woo, child, yo. Bro, my crown chakra, it literally electrocuted. It electrocuted right here. I'm not kidding you. Like, holy shit. Yeah, boredom. How do you know when your heart chakra, your heart chakra is opening is when you'll get like pinches in it, right? So let's say you're out of nowhere getting like pinched in the heart. You may think, oh my God, am I having a heart attack? No, you either have gas or your heart chakra is opening up. Also, another way that my chakras show me, they pulsate. They'll be like, boom, 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 boom. So when my heart chakra, when I'm using my heart and saying loving things, when I'm like, oh, Flo, you're beautiful. You look great just the way you are. You're losing so much weight. You're doing great. You're amazing. You're so lucky right now. When I say things like that, my heart will go, it'll like, like it like farts almost like, like a heart flutter. Yeah. And when you get that fluttering in your stomach and your heart, same thing with your solar plexus, your sacral, your root chakra, all of that, right? So I feel like for a lot of us, I'm hearing the sacral chakra is one of the most important chakras that you need to work on right now, the sacral. Because I see, he's playing Spanish music right there. I see, look at the lightning bug, it's right by me. I see that the sacral chakra has been frozen for a while for you. I'm hearing very frozen, very stuck. I don't know about you, but the other day I was like, let me just see if I masturbate, what happens, And what I mean by that is because I haven't been doing nothing with my vagina. Like when I say nothing, which I forget she's there. You know what I'm saying? And so I did, and I felt kind of skeeved out about it. And I don't know why, but I feel like that's a big sign that my sacral chakra needs work. Because if let's say I was being in a relationship this year, right? And I'm dating someone, and they're going to touch me and to grab me. If I'm feeling disgusted about it, then I'm not going to like when they touch me. And that's tough on a relationship because somebody could think like, maybe it's me. Maybe she doesn't like me. Am I not turning her on or whatever? I feel like I see somebody healing from a very, oh my God, you guys, I just heard sadistic child wounds. sadistic. Like I feel, ooh, this is. I'm seeing incest here. I don't know, man. I'm seeing like I see an uncle and his wife, and there's a third woman there, an aunt. I don't know. I see a brother and a sister, and then I see his wife, and I don't know what the weird shit is. Like there's something going on there. It's very creepy. I don't know what it is, but it's creepy. And I see on the father side of the family an uncle who's like trying to say like, that wasn't me. I wasn't doing that to you. Like, and they were trying to tell you like, yo, I didn't do that to you, and or whatever it is. Maybe they're trying to tell you like they didn't do it. Hold on 1 second, guys. Hold on. 1 second. Maybe they didn't do. Maybe there was like a situation. Because I know in my dreams we had some entities pretending to be people that I care about. They were pretending to be them, and then they were making me think like they were evil and shit like that. And I would say that that's bullshit because they're not evil. They're just, a little mischievous. Yeah, but, I don't know who that's for, but it could be a message for some of you. Is it the same feeling as when you see someone who you really love and your heart beats fast? Yeah, like that, but not like, it's not a nervous feeling. It's not going to be like, it's more like a ba-boom, ba-boom, like your heart just, it flutters. Like, when you have gas and your stomach goes, and if it's like those little pops in your stomach, that's what it feels like. Some people, it's more like, it could be like a sharp pain, right? You could be like, ooh, but it's not, it doesn't hurt. You see what I'm saying to you? You could be feeling, like, let's say when my third eye activates like crazy in my crown chakra, I'll get like pinches in my crown chakra or in my third eye, and it'll be like, zzz, I'll be like, oh shit, it's because that's the activation happening. That was crazy. You did that night. I was plugging in my charger. It low-key spooked me. You did that right when I was plugging in my charger. Oh shit, that's crazy. I swear I feel shit that it's like sometimes people don't understand. I feel like everything, but like not in a bad way anymore. I used to feel everything and it used to like be really bad on me. And now it's just like I feel it, but it doesn't affect me negatively anymore. Thankfully, I've learned to control it. It took a lot of work with myself, my guides. Today I got a little mad with my spirit guides. I kind of told them like, leave me alone. I'm mad at you. And I was like, you know what? It's not their fault, I also feel like boredom is causing distractions in other ways that you're just so bored that you're just trying to, yeah, it's like almost like when I was in jail, bro. When I was in jail, I used to just force myself to sleep as much as I possibly could because I was just bored. The days, I wanted them to just pass by. It was so fucking boring. And I'm getting like that now, but I feel like Spirit's trying to say something. Hold on, I'm hearing just, another thing I'm hearing, watch your spending habits. But they said, stop being so afraid that I'm not afraid, I'm hearing. I'm not afraid. I'm just being smart about where I spend my money. But also I want to take care of myself and do things. And I don't have no fears that I'm not going to get any more money. I know I'm going to get plenty of money, but I also want to show the universe that I am able to be responsible with my finances. I'm hearing that for some of you too. I am responsible with my finances. I don't want you to think I'm afraid. Don't mistake because I don't know if you guys talk to the universe the way I do like this. I'm like, don't mistake my being careful about how I spend, being afraid that I'm not going to make no more money. No, I'm just making sure because if I don't remind myself, Flo, you don't need that. Don't buy that. You don't need it. If I don't say that to myself, then sometimes I'm like, I'll take it. I'll get it. Why not? You know what I'm saying? And it's like, you don't need it though. Stop buying shit you don't need. Like I said, okay, from now on, I'm only going to buy stuff if let's say I got to go to a party and I don't have nothing to wear. Then I'll grab an outfit or something for the night and feel comfortable and sexy and beautiful. Get my hair done because I'm going somewhere. Like let's say Friday, I got the girls from Angel Squad coming up here. I am renting a car and I'm getting my hair done. Not because I'm bougie or anything, but because my car is not to go out with. That shit is like, I could use my car. I really could. But I don't know. I just want to feel a little bit cute that night. So hopefully I got that, the Mustang again, the top convertible Mustang. So I go out with the girls. We could drive around a little bit, play some music, have fun. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just want to have one of those good nights with friends, no drugs, no alcohol involved. I'll have a drink maybe or two, but nothing like that. Because I would not risk my license for nobody today. And if I was going to have a drink or two, I would tell somebody else to drive for me because I'll never risk my license or my life to get high or to drink today, you know, because that was back then. I didn't care. I was like, ah, fuck it, I don't care. No, I think about that today. I'm like, all right, Spirit, you know, even if I'm to do something, please make sure that I'm in a safe space. I'm safe. I'm safe. I'm with people that are safe, you know, and I'm not doing nothing stupid. You know what I mean? Because you know, shit happens, mistakes happen, but I don't want them to happen. That's my point. So I'm very cautious. I'm hearing that you're like that too. Very cautious about. Sounds like maniacal laughing. That was like maniacal. It's like, oh, 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 oh. That's what I heard. Like, sounded like a fucking bird. I feel like for some of you guys are gonna be. Yeah, I feel like you're worried about finances here too, because you're going through a very big spiritual awakening, you guys. You're not trying to repeat patterns again. I'm hearing that. I'm not trying. You're not, and I'm hearing just stop. Don't think you're gonna do it, and you won't. Especially, I'm hearing when it comes to love. Some of you are worried, like, oh, hold on. What if I meet someone and they're no good for me, but I still try to date them? Hold on, hold on. You know, what if this person is no good for me, and what if I like them so much that I don't see the fault in it? Spirit wants you to stop worrying. Stop worrying. You know, today I was talking to my daughter. I said one of my things, she goes, if you could change anything about yourself, what would you change? I said the fact that I worry sometimes too much, and I'm a perfectionist. Because that really is very, it's damaging to, it's not damaging, but it stops you from like enjoying life because you're like this perfectionist who's afraid you're gonna do this, who's afraid. I'm not afraid I'm gonna do any of it. I'm the type of person. I work with my spirit guides on a level of 10 million. So I'm like, I don't wanna, you know, let them down and be like, oh, she couldn't even not do that or stop doing that. You know, I don't want them to look at me like, damn, bitch, when is it gonna be enough? You know what I'm saying? Because you know what I mean, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I want. I want to impress my spirit guides. I want to impress my higher self. You know, sometimes you got to understand that, you know, when you're spiritually inclined and tuned with your higher self and you want to do things the right way, you don't want to fuck up, and you see yourself doing things that you're like, why am I doing this? You know, like I'm hearing that song by Demi Lovato. I'm guilty about everything I eat, she says in one of the lines. And so it's like you're feeling guilty about the food you're taking. I'm hearing the drugs. Some of you, there could be drugs here. Or, I wouldn't say drugs. I'm hearing maybe weed. Well, we don't consider, a lot of people don't consider weed drugs. So maybe I'm seeing edibles here for somebody. All right, guys, I'm going to let you guys know the rest of this message and I'm going to go inside. I need to force myself to take a shower. I'm literally in that mode where I'm like, I am too fucking lazy to shower right now, but I need to get in the fucking shower. Because, well, so now I just ate on my stomach. I ate a little bit of rice. My stomach has been telling me, like, don't eat food at all. Like, it's wanting me to not eat anything at all. It sounds like he's abusing his wife in there. Hear that? He sounds evil, bro. He's screaming. him. I hate you. Should I go knock on the door and be like, are you okay? Hello? Oh my God. Hello, are you okay? I'm calling the police. I'm calling 911. He's fucking beating her ass, bro. Yo, I think I should call the cops. I think I gotta call the cops, bro. I'm gonna call the cops, all right? I'm gonna call the cops. I'll let you guys go. She's screaming like, oh my God. Yo, I gotta call the cops. I gotta go. Bye. Bye. I'll get back to you. Yo, I'm telling you, I'm not a person who calls the cops. I don't want them coming to my house, though, because I don't want the neighbor to know I called them. Because, then it's gonna be like, what the fuck? But like I told him, you guys have to go inside. He's doing something to her. She's screaming. I hear running down the stairs. I feel like if something's not done, that it's gonna get escalate to the next. Somebody's gonna fucking die. And it sounded like he was like literally about to like. The cops are coming. The cops are coming. The cops are coming. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna walk up a little bit, like so it's not in front of. Oh, they're here. They're here. I don't call cops, but like, you know what? I had to because this is scary. It's scary, dude. It's scary. I don't want them to know I called the cops, so I'm moving up a little bit because I'm shaking. I am literally shaking. They're coming. Hurry up. You better go inside and fucking check that house because they were fucking throwing shit, breaking shit. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna do nothing. I don't know if the cops need me. They're probably not gonna need me, but I don't want them to have to need me. I'm just gonna be like, I'm gonna act scared. I'm like, over there. I'm like, please, I don't want them to know I called. You know what I mean? Because that could cause problems between you and your neighbors. You know what I mean? And like, I think they're Jewish too. I think so. That shit sounded like, yo. So if you would have heard his voice, were you guys here for hearing his voice? I was so grateful when the cops called, when they were called for me when I was in endless DV madness. It was scary. Namaste. Okay, good. Yeah. I'm sorry, but I can't. Like, it's scary. It's scary. It's scary. They're here. The cops are here. I kid you not. It sounds like he was throwing her down the stairs. She was screaming, "Help me!" I never been so scared in my life. I have no idea. I've never seen them before. I think they're Jewish people. I'm not sure, but I can tell you that they were screaming at the top of their lungs, and it sounded like she fell down the stairs. She was screaming, and I'm not kidding. It sounded. I'll be back. Just please make sure she's all right or something. Oh shit! There's a lot of cops here. come to see me. The cops are knocking on the door. They're screaming. He's making excuses for them now or something. He's outside talking to them. It might be brothers fighting. I hope it's not a wife and a son. But to be honest with you, I think it's good that I called the cops, because guess what? Now they're going to know, like around here, if you start fighting like that, people are going to know you're fighting, and it's going to be crazy, and people are going to call the cops. Like, it sound like what? It could be literally, it could be two brothers fighting. It really could be two like young brothers fighting. But bro, they sound like they were killing each other in there. Like I've heard fighting between siblings, and that sounded like, I don't know, I heard a woman yelling. I don't know. I just want to make sure everybody's all right. That's all. I don't want to call the cops on nobody, but okay, they're letting them go inside. They're letting them go inside. Yeah, it sounds like, I think it was brothers fighting. I saw 3 guys come out of the house, but it was crazy the way they were fighting, bro. Maybe they needed that. I feel really bad because I'm not a cop caller, but I heard a woman screaming. I got really scared, you guys. My heart. The victim could be in danger, though. Even if you say anything, it's the victim. You tell them, just know you did the right thing, okay? Yeah, because I was like, damn, bro, did I just get to... They're not going to get in trouble, though, unless, like, you know, unless if it's 2 brothers fighting, they could just be like, hey, you know, it's my brother. We had a big-ass fight, and that's it. But otherwise, like, as long as there's not a woman, and it sounded like screaming, like, from a female, so it kind of worried me a little bit. Mm-hmm. Yeah, something's going on. He's explaining something to them. All I know is I felt like somebody was getting hurt bad, low. I feel stupid for calling the cops, but no, I don't, because you know what? What if it's something where somebody is in danger? What if somebody's like getting beat up and you're fucking... I literally heard like somebody fall down the stairs, bro, like, and I heard screaming. There's 2 young guys that came outside, so I don't know. I feel like it's just scary. It was just scary. I'm just saying. Maybe also, though, if it was 2 brothers fighting, maybe this will stop them from fighting ever again. And they just moved in here, too. That's the crazy part. They just moved in here. Maybe they'll know, yo, this ain't the neighborhood for that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm telling you, scared the I'm telling you, were you guys there when you heard the screaming? It's, oh, fuck, like that. I was like, yo, what the fuck? Holy shit, what is happening? It sounded like bro, that wasn't a normal argument. They were sound like somebody threw themselves down the stairs. Like, it was fucking serious. Maybe this will help teach them a lesson not to fight with each other anymore. Fucking scared me, bro, to the point where I started sweating. Yo, I've seen shit like that go down. Listen, I was in a situation like that where somebody was beating the shit out of me and I was screaming and nobody called the cops. If somebody would have called the cops, I would have got out of that situation. But instead I ended up there for 24 hours getting my ass whooped and nobody got involved. And that's the problem with this world. People don't want to get involved. But guess what? I'm not people. I'm not people. Because you know what? If something happens to somebody and I find out next day, oh, next door, this neighbor died of a fucking, somebody stabbed them. And then I'm sitting there in my room talking about, oh my God, I heard that argument. Oh my God. And then there's the dickheads on the news talking about, I did hear some yelling and stuff like that, but I didn't think it was anything, so I ignored it. Yeah, just like when Jeffrey Dahmer was killing everybody. If everybody would have called the cops on his ass over and over again, they would have caught his ass much faster. But people want to mind their business. That's the problem. Yeah, it sounded like glass was breaking. It sounded like somebody threw themselves down the stairs. See, you guys, this is what I'm saying. There's something changing. Like something big is taking place. Like when I say it's a big, there's like a big destruction, like chaotic energy is all just being destroyed. Like I just feel like there's like, Spirit wants us to stop fucking minding our business and get involved. That's how I feel. Like it's enough of you. Look, I'm seeing 3, 4, 2 right there. It's enough of everybody like sitting around just waiting for shit to happen. You have to make sure everybody's okay. That's what we're supposed to do as neighborhoods. Make sure everybody's okay, you know? If we don't make sure everybody's okay, guess what? We don't know. What if that was a woman in there getting her ass beat? What if she was getting stabbed? And, you know, you got to understand something. I know we don't want to get involved because we don't want the cops. But listen, the cops all around here all know me. They know me. They know that I was on drugs 5 years ago. They arrested me several times. But they see me now and I don't get in trouble and none of that. So I'm okay to call the cops. Listen, officer, I'm not a person. I told them I don't call the cops for nobody. But something scared me in there. To the point where I started shaking and I was like really, really scared, you know? I mean, the smartest thing to never do is knock on the door and be like, are you okay? Because that person could be in a rage and beat the shit out of you. So calling the cops, just be like, can you just check and make sure everybody's okay? Because if I don't do that, I'm going to feel guilty about it. You know what I mean? Yeah, I know you heard it. I know. I'm not doing I'm standing here. Imagine you heard that shit on the phone. So maybe even if it's two brothers fighting, listen, the way they were fighting sounded like they hated each other. And you know what? Maybe they need to learn a lesson. We got to stop fighting like this, bro. This is ridiculous. The cops were called. You know, I might have just, I'm telling you, because if it had been me fighting when my sister and the cops showed up, I'd be like, yo, we can't be fighting like this. Fucking cops coming and shit. We can't be fighting like this. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? My neighbors didn't help me. They thought it was entertaining when I needed help so bad. See? Madness and chaos until someone happens and you did well for them, sir. Yo, I'm telling you right now, listen to me. See how she's saying when it was happening to her, nobody called the cops? I tell you, when I was getting my ass fucking whooped bad for like 24 hours straight, bro, I screamed like the loudest screams in the world. I was banging on the walls, throwing things. Nobody called the fucking cops. Can you believe that shit? Like, how do you scream? How does somebody hear a person screaming for their fucking life and they don't call the police? Are you fucking kidding me? What if I would have been dead? Does anybody give a fuck? No, they did not give a fuck. I mean, granted, I was in fucking uptown New York. I was in uptown New York where it was like, you know, that happens, shit like that happens all the time. But still, that doesn't mean it's okay to be fucking, you know? Yeah, they had an argument or something, so I'm alright. Yeah, I just gotta make sure. Like, they had an argument or something, they're explaining. So as long as everything's okay, I'm alright. Whew, that scared the fuck out of me, dude. My heart. I've never been so scared before. I was like so terrified that something happened. Like, alright, good. They're explaining. They're good. I don't want the cops to even come to me after because I don't want them to know that I called the cops, you know? That's my new neighbors. Like, the last thing I want is them to be like, this bitch next door is a fucking tattletale, you know what I'm saying? Like, that shit scared me, bro. I don't know if I'm gonna need to stay outside because they might want to talk to me again, but hopefully they don't, right? Hi, cute.
No, don't touch you.
I'm not touching you. Hi, cute. Hi. All I'm saying is if you hear shit like that, guys, please don't stay out of it. Just, you don't even gotta say nothing to the cops. Say, I don't want to get involved. I just want you to check if they're okay. That's it. My heart chakra, bro. I'm scared. That was so scary, dude. The next door neighbors are fighting and the cops came. Yeah, word. I thought somebody was getting beat up, bro. Scared the shit out of me. Scared the living day shits out of me. Excuse me. Alright, let me go because the cop asked me 2 questions. Watch out. He was asking me a question.
Don't you ask me a question?
Just want to make sure everything's alright. So I don't want them knocking on my door. You know what I mean? I'm really happy you guys were here with me because I was fucking shitting bricks, bro. That cop's really cute too. The one that fucking almost arrested me like 3 weeks ago because he thought that my license was suspended and all that. And then he checked it and he made like his computer was literally malfunctioning. He thought that I had no insurance, no registration, that my license was suspended. And I was like, officer, you got to check it again. I was like, I am literally the most legit I've ever been in my life. So he checked it again and then he saw that his computer was giving up old information, things about me from the past. And then like we talked for a little, he was like, oh, whatever. You know, and then, because cops, once they see you've been arrested for drugs and shit, they're going to always like assume shit. And I was like, no, officer, that was a long time ago. I went through depression and all that, but I've been clean. He's like, all right. He's like, he was so cute too. And then he gave my mom 3 tickets and I went to court and fought them all. And then we didn't pay a dollar for him. But he's so cute. All right, guys. You guys want to stay on to see what's happening? Yeah, clear it, bro. I'm telling you. I feel like... Here's the crazy shit. We were talking about how shit is going to change. And, I'm not seeing nothing violent happening. But for us, what I'm saying is like a big change, a big shift in energy. Something is going to go from like calm to like, just a lot of energy, a lot of stuff going on. And, just a lot of like... crazy shit going on, Here, the cops coming over here. Hold on. All right, he's leaving. Okay, I think they're good. It's just weird how I was saying, like, things are going to change and shit, and then all of a sudden, this shit starts happening. All right, they're leaving, so... You know what? If anything, worst comes to worst, I hope I made 2 brothers realize you can't be fighting like that over here. At all, you shouldn't be fighting, but like that especially, because cops going to get called. And you know what? This is the neighborhood where people are going to call cops on you, and you're going to be careful because, first of all, you could hurt each other in the midst of anger. When we were younger, my sister fucking accidentally pushed me into the vent thing, and I split my head open. You got to be careful. Even like a quick argument or a fight, you got to be careful because you could hurt yourselves like that. You know what I'm saying? They're leaving, so I'm feeling a little better because the cops are starting to leave. Yo, I'm telling you right now, guys, listen, we're bored over here and all that shit. Like, I'm hearing, you should be happy you're bored because excitement can sometimes be not fun. You know what I'm saying? Like that right there. That was not fun for me to hear that shit. Oh. All right. Yeah, and I'm not a scaredy person. Like, I'm not a scared person. Like, I'm usually like one of those, like, I'll go check to see what's going on. But I learned something from watching a lot of, like, those shows and shit. Never, ever go knock on somebody's door when there's a fight happening and call the cops right away. But where I live, the cops show up in, like, 4 minutes. Because they ain't got shit else to do over here. Because it's mad quiet. It was one of those neighborhoods where thank God nothing happens. So if something happens, they'll be here in like 3 minutes. Yeah, Sarah. So like I said, maybe, maybe they were just two brothers fighting, but maybe they learned a big lesson tonight. Like, bro, we can't be fighting like that. That shit is crazy. We just got the cops called on us. I know I would learn a lesson. I know I would. I'd be like, oh shit, the cops, bro. I'm not dealing with this bullshit. I think they went inside. They let them inside, which is good because they're gonna check on everything. But as long as everybody's okay, that's all I'm saying. Like my face, like I'm white, I'm pale. You see my face? Like I'm all white and pale. I was sweating. I felt like I was gonna faint. Cause you know what? I've been in that situation, an abusive situation before, and I got scared. I got scared. I thought I heard somebody speaking a different language, like Latin fucking demon talk, bro. That's how fucking crazy. I thought it was like a fucking different language they were talking. I told the cop on the phone, the lady on the phone, oh, it's Jewish people. I'm hearing Hebrew. Bro, I swear to God, have a cig for me. I just did, I swear. I would be too, damn. I love a man in uniform. Yeah, he's really cute, but all right, I'm glad that everything's okay. They're good. They're leaving. That's good. That's a good thing. So everything looks good. They're good. Okay, I think everything's okay now. It's just, it sounds like two brothers were having a big ass fight, and that's it. That's all it was. But either way, at least, at least something, I got scared. That scared me. But anyway, big ass changes coming. Thank you. I am feeling much better. Oh, that was so scary. I usually go for my walks at night too. Like I'm not, I'm like I go to walks at night, you know what I mean? So I usually do that. And then, for that to happen right when I started going for a walk was kind of like, wait, did that happen for a reason? You know what I mean? Like right when I went for a walk. So I don't know. It looks like they're finishing up. It looks like they're finishing up. There's, like I said, it looks like a son, maybe two brothers fighting or whatever. Because when I saw them moving in, I did see three guys moving in together. But I know that there's a woman in there too because I've seen her before. So as long as they're okay, I'm good. Anyway. So maybe that's a sign for some of you if you hear something like that. If you see something, say something, you know what I mean, type shit. Let's not be the fucking, I didn't want to get involved person, because guess what? And all those fucking things you hear where somebody died and all that, or like somebody was killed, it's always the person saying, I thought something was going on, but I didn't call the cops because it was normal. They fight all the time. Well, guess what, bitch? You could have saved a fucking life tonight if you would have just called the cops. If you would have just made one phone call saying, excuse me, I hear them fighting, you know what I mean? Glad you're feeling better. How are you guys doing anyway? Are you guys feeling this shift of this ascension, bro? Today and yesterday was so dramatic, like, meaning like I was so tired. I was just like so fucking tired all day. I was so tired. And today alone, forget it. Today I was like really just, ugh. I felt like shit all day. I felt disgusting, dry, yeah. And this weather, it's like fucking the worst disgusting like weather ever, dude. It's like fucking moist and shitty. It's crazy. I know, right, Sarah? I feel really drained. But I feel like this is gonna pass the next few days. I feel like for the next, what I was hearing for like the next week or so, people might be feeling like really, really drained and really tired and shit like that because of like the ascension, especially. We're going through a massive shift. And I know that because I know when I start getting like really, really drained and like that, and when I start feeling really, really tired, that's when I really start getting like really, 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 really like, is everyone okay?
Yeah, everyone's
Well, was it a fight between the brothers or
It
something?
was just the brother kind of just venting and screaming.
Oh, it was. I would not have called the cops if I didn't think there was something
Yeah.
scary
Nah,
happening.
Yeah, no, they
403 to
To
911.
be honest with you, I thought I heard a woman say, "Help me!" So, and I'm telling you, I was on the phone, and they're like, "Who's screaming like that?" And they were scream. When I say screaming, I mean I would not just be like, "I'm gonna call the cops today." I don't call the cops.
Nah, I get that.
It scared me.
Yeah, I'm glad you. It's better that you called.
Yeah, because God forbid something happens
in
in
You were
a.
the caller, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so then your information.
Yeah, because God forbid something happens and I call tomorrow, I find out somebody got stabbed or something.
Yeah, no.
I don't want to be that
Oh,
person.
yeah.
All right, thank you.
No problem.
Thanks. Have a good night. He's so cute. He is so fine. Oh my God, you don't even know how fine he is. This motherfucker is fine. Shit, next time I call him, I'm gonna wear a nice little sexy dress. Like, excuse me, officer. No, I'm just kidding. But they're good. They're good. All right. He said the brother was venting. Motherfucker, the brother sounded like he was demoning, not venting. That motherfucker was like, I hate you. He was like, like, I was like, I thought they were speaking another language, Hebrew. That's how much. The motherfucker started talking in Latin and shit. I thought I heard, let's clear the energy, let's clear it in ground. All right, so that's enough excitement for tonight. Enough excitement for tonight. He said, I'm glad you called because, I guess because he must have told him, like, you know, we've been arguing a lot lately or something. But, you know, good Lord. You know, because they think sometimes, oh, that's the dramatic girl who calls the cops. No, motherfucker, I'm not dramatic. All right, I'm so happy. Everything's okay. I can sleep peacefully now. Yeah, for real, right? You heard that, Sarah. I mean, think about it, though. If I didn't call, what do you think would have happened? You think I could sleep tonight if I didn't call the cops? If I didn't call them, you think I would have been able to sleep tonight? No. There's no way I wouldn't have been able to sleep because I would have been like, I don't know what's going on. It could be a woman, you know. He was just venting. No, he was not. That was a demonic, I hate you. Yo, but you know what? Like I said, maybe I helped them, you know, talk about it now. Maybe they're gonna be like, bro, we can't be fighting like that around here. You know, this is not that kind of neighborhood. We can't be bugging out over here, you know? Maybe they'll know now not to scream like that, you know? Anyway, I'm glad I called him, even if it's not a big deal. As long as there's not some woman who's like getting her ass whooped, and I didn't, you know, I'm glad. I'm happy. All right, guys. Thanks for joining me in tonight's episode of Flo's Drama. I'm just kidding. Well, anyway, lots of shifts, lots of changes. Get ready for the changes. Obviously, as opposed to what happened tonight, we're about to experience an activity-based energy here, and I'm getting like heat in the face. Like my face is getting, yeah. Another thing is like I'm hearing stay away from the fights and the drama. Hold on, did I leave my cup outside, bro? Oh, okay. All right, guys, I'm gonna see you guys later. I would have, Sarah. You know how we are. People like us, we're just like, you know, we get worried about people and then it just sticks in our head. It doesn't go away. So yeah, I'm glad I did. I'm really glad I did. All right, guys. All right, I love you guys. I will see you guys later. I'm super drained after that. Once again, I'm like, isn't it amazing? You could be dead tired when shit pops off. Your adrenaline's like, you know? Whew. So crazy. And he's like, yeah, we have your information, don't worry. And like, that's one thing, that's the reason why, you know, people don't want to call cops, because they don't want their information. I got nothing to hide, though. I'm not doing nothing wrong, you know? So, it is what it is. People don't want their information, you know? Anyway, I love you guys. I will see you guys later. I'll talk to you guys later, okay? Love you. Look how I'm sweating. I'm sweating. That's how nervous I was, yo. I swear to God. Lord have mercy. All right, good night, guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow, okay? We'll get on tomorrow again. Have a good night. Good night. get some rest. Bye, guys. Good night. Thanks for being with me and supporting me because I was like terrified. I'll see you guys later.